I'm Ludovic Charbonnel, the co-founder of ChallengeMe. I'll try to present to you in a few minutes the platform we've been working on. It's been almost 10 years now. We work with about 100 institutions. We have schools in France, Belgium, Switzerland, and Quebec. Our goal is really to make assessment as simple, flexible, and useful as possible for students. Today, I'll show you 3 use cases of how the platform works, what we call intra-group assessment, where we ask students to evaluate each other within a group, the cross-assessment. We ask students to produce work that will then be evaluated, either by their peers or by the teacher. And then we have co-evaluation systems where we can implement self-assessment, peer assessment, and, why not, teacher assessment as well. As you can see, the platform is fully integrated with Moodle. So it's an activity within your course. So if you want to add it, you just need to add a change vid activity to your course. Here, I'm going to thoroughly show you precisely how an intra-group evaluation actually works. In an intra-group evaluation, the primary goal is to specifically ask students to carefully assess each other within a collaborative workgroup setting. Generally, the primary objective is to identify if there were any free riders present, or to individualize the specific grade for collaborative group work, or even to comprehensively assess behavioral skills. So we will typically ask each and every member to evaluate in this particular or that specific way. It could be a detailed criteria-based rubric, it could be a comprehensive star rating system, or it could be a structured grading system. It's really up to you to decide what type of criteria you want to implement. And as you can see, there are criteria that are already fully available on the platform, which you can use or modify. Second use, evaluating assignments. So here, we will ask students to evaluate a document produced by other students. So it can be peer evaluation, meaning asking students in the same class to assess that document. It can also be evaluation that you do yourself, so you can directly assess it within the platform. It can also be external evaluation, for example, for internship assessments. And so we can once again evaluate using different types of criteria. Here you see a star rating system or even systems with criterion-based grids. It can be yes or no, it can be a variety of different criteria depending on the objective you want to implement. Now I'll show you how the platform works. So creating an activity is really very, very simple. You can see that you have access to templates directly within the platform. It could be for evaluating resumes, or as we saw earlier, for identifying free riders. Let's take that example, for instance. So here, I'm going to start from the template to create an activity. So everything will be created automatically, the different steps, the entire notification system for students, all the evaluation criteria and instructions. Of course, you can modify everything. So you can see here that it suggested dates for me, it suggested instructions, and it suggested criteria. So I can stick with everything it suggested and just sync my groups from the template. And I'll validate my activity. You can see that it's really, really simple. What's quite interesting is that you'll also have flexibility. For example, it tells you that it's a group work evaluation, but maybe I'd like students to also be able to submit a document. So here I'm going to add a document evaluation phase, and then I, as the educator, will personally come and thoroughly evaluate these submitted documents. I'll simply add in another comprehensive evaluation phase right here as well too. So in this way, I can really tailor my course as I see fit, according to the different steps I want to implement. What's also quite interesting and truly innovative is that you'll be able to add intelligent AI agents to each and every step. So these AI agents will have several distinct roles. You'll be able to carefully choose what specific type of agent you truly want to set up. For example, by default, you could easily add an agent that gives the student initial constructive feedback on the work they've diligently produced. In a detailed document evaluation, you could effectively use an agent to help the student better structure their comprehensive feedback. So it's not going to do it for them. It's really going to give them elements to improve their feedback. What if it's an evaluation that you yourself are doing? You could absolutely have a support agent to help you assess and give feedback on large cohorts. And during the results phase, you could very well have an intelligent agent that synthesizes all the comprehensive results because it meticulously tracks the student's progress. Once again, the fundamental idea is really to be at your dedicated service, at the service of all students, to make assessments more engaging, simpler, and more flexible. That's truly our primary goal today with this innovative platform. So I hope this brief presentation has helped you better understand how Channel Uni works and will make you want to try out the platform.